Can Starmer's digital ID plan stop the UK's illegal migration crisis? In this video, we will take a look at Prime Minister Keir Starmer's proposal to introduce digital IDs to tackle illegal migration in the UK. We'll also explore the leadership principle of inspiring change rather than manipulative control. Before we get into the details, if you love diving into political issues and enjoy hearing a principled take on them, then hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to join the conversation. It will help our channel reach a wider audience.
People are very disappointed with the pace of change in government. It's so much slower than almost every other facet of their lives. So we do have to speed up. Poor delivery is a threat to mainstream politics. But renewal is a deeper argument. It means demonstrating to working people that, as well as the economy, the state is being run in their interests. And that does mean we've got to look ourselves in the mirror and recognise where we've allowed our parties to shy away from people's concerns and let the politics of purity patronise people. Now, you will all have issues in your own countries, but in Britain, it's illegal migration. And I suspect that may be the same in a number of other countries. For too many years, it's been too easy for people to come here, slip into the shadow economy, and remain here illegally. Because, frankly, we've been squeamish about saying things that are clearly true. It's not just that it's not compassionate left-wing politics to rely on labour that exploits foreign workers and undercuts fair wages, but the simple fact that every nation needs to have control over its borders. We do need to know who is in our country. Our immigration system does need to be fair if we want to maintain that binding contract that our politics is built on. Otherwise, it undermines trust, undermines people's faith that we're on their side, and their belief that the state can and will work for them. And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free-of-charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that. Because decent, pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want us to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course, the truth is, we won't solve our problems if we don't also take on the root causes, looking upstream to tackle poverty, conflict, climate change, issues that aren't just intolerable for those of us who care about inequality and injustice wherever it's found in the world, but which have clear consequences for our own citizens. Take Russia's aggression in Ukraine. We all have a responsibility for the future of our continent, to stand tall where oppression and violence rears its head. But it is also about energy security, because Putin and other tyrants have used their control over energy supplies as a threat. They've pushed up energy bills, threaten to keep doing so unless they get their way. And that's why we're investing in our own energy, sovereign control over our own future, whether that's nuclear, wind, solar power. Now, this will create good jobs, but it will also take the boot of tyrants like Putin off our throat. So our mission to become a clean energy superpower is about future-proofing energy supply, bringing energy bills down and protecting the planet that we all live on, doing right by our values and by our countries and our citizens. Because in this era, we must be the nation builders. We must be the patriots in our countries. We must show working people that we, and only we, can deliver the pride and belonging they seek. Their communities strong, cohesive, changed for the better, taking control of our future, tackling the big challenges, whether that's climate change or illegal migration, not shying away from them. That is how we win. That is how we rebuild. That's how renewal defeats grievance.
Keir Starmer's tumbling streak continues to embarrass Britain's leadership. Angela Rayner's resignation, crippling bus strikes, President Trump's sharp rebuke on free speech, a misguided stance on Palestine, and financial woes tied to his chief of staff, McSweeney, have left Starmer's ship sinking fast. So, is his sudden push for digital IDs a Starmer stalling scheme or something more sinister? Why not address the real issue? We know where most illegal migrants are entering the country. Instead of tackling that head-on, Starmer's plan will cost taxpayers a fortune. Producing ID cards, hiring companies to make them, printing leaflets to justify it, and ramping up surveillance on law-abiding citizens and residents will drain public funds. Starmer claims digital IDs will solve Britain's illegal migration crisis. But can an ID card really stop illegal crossings? Or is this a cynical ploy for something else? This feels like dystopian overreach, dressed up as care for the British people. How can a democratic government justify this and expect reasonable citizens to accept it? Britain needs change to address the illegal migration crisis gripping our nation. But controlling legal residents to keep out those who shouldn't be here is not the answer. If Starmer were truly smart, he would inspire change by listening to the people. He would inspire change by securing our borders. He would inspire change by prioritizing the British electorate. People crave leaders who lead with inspiration, not manipulative control. Why does inspiring change feel like it should be the default for any government? Because both Labour and Tories have forgotten their promises to the people. Real change demands leadership that's accountable and puts the public first, not selfish agendas. Let's break down this. Illegal migrants are crossing the channel, and France isn't stopping them, despite millions in funding to do so. Our border forces, instead of turning back the boats, are escorting them in. Yet Starmer wants legal citizens to carry digital IDs to solve this crisis. Something doesn't add up. This isn't about migration, it's about control, starting with the free speech crackdown we're seeing in the UK. This feels like a blatant disregard for the British people. In a democracy, the government serves the people, not the other way around. If you truly care for your nation, you don't try to control its citizens. To stop the illegal migration, all the government needs is the will to act. Without the will, nothing changes. Starmer's digital ID plan raises serious questions, and it's time we get some real answers. If you're tired of leaders who choose control over inspiration, hit that like button and share this video to start a conversation. Leave a comment. Do you trust digital IDs to fix migration? Or is there a bigger agenda at play? If you have benefited in any way from this video, please subscribe, like, share, and be sure to leave us a comment.